So it's been a while. I wouldn't even. I'd say it's been about 3 months since I actually recorded something. The last time I recorded, it was grey, dark, and rainy. It is now blue skies and sunny. So that tells you just how long it's been. We have gone through a lot of different training protocols in the last 9 months, trying to figure out what I actually enjoy. For a long time, I was kind of following what was big on social media, trying to get into running, and basically didn't actually enjoy it. I was just doing it so that I could post my split times on Instagram, and that's how it felt. So taking a step back from that and realizing that I actually do love CrossFit and I really want to compete again. So the last couple of weeks, I'd say maybe a month, been back with a coach, and that has helped me massively to get back on it in terms of feeling motivated, having a structured program to follow, and get back into training properly. So that's what we're going to do today. We've got a full CrossFit session. We've got some power snatches, some overhead squat work. We have a sports practice piece, which we're going to redo one of the Marbella qualifiers. Not redo, we're going to do one of the Marbella qualifiers. I'm not doing it, but it's just a good test of grip. We've fallen off a lot from my peak of CrossFit, where I was able to compete at elite level. And unfortunately, the RX level has just gone through the roof. So for me to even get back to RX is going to take a lot of work. But it's good to have that goal, and it's good to feel excited about training again. So we're going to go get that done. It is a Saturday, which means I've got time. There's still a very strict no tripod rule in this gym, so we'll get what we can. Hopefully I'll be able to get enough of the session. So I've been sipping on pre-workout at the drive up here, and I have the best pre-workout snack. So I'm going to eat one of those, and then we're going to go in and start the session. All right, then, starting off, we had some snatch work. Now, initially, we had some capacity work. So we were looking at every 30 seconds hitting one rep, somewhere between kind of 65 and 75%. And overall, I was quite happy with how this went. What I was aiming for with all of these was good contact off the hip and getting into a strong catch position. And being able to do this battery work where you're going every 30 seconds means you get exposure to quite a lot of reps. And it's something that I haven't had a lot of in the last kind of 9 months. So it was good to get this done. Everything felt fine in terms of weight. That's not an uncomfortable weight for me, but it was just about repeating efforts and trying to make them all look the same. And then after that, we had 3 attempts at going heavy. So we started off, I think, at about 77.5, went to 82, and then we finished on 85, I think, was the final weight. And this is probably the heaviest I've power snatched since last summer. So I was happy. I wasn't happy with the last rep, just with the way that it kind of brought me forward with a step forward, which you'll see now. But overall, considering, like I say, that is the heaviest I've lifted since last summer, and it's only 8 kilos off my PB, we'll take that and we'll run. The other part of this snatch session was some tempo overhead squats. So we're trying to develop some positional strength, trying to improve my mobility. What we had to do was 8 to 10 reps with what was meant to be a 3-second tempo down and a 3-second tempo back up. Whether or not it was 3 seconds, you guys can be the judge of that one. We hit 3 sets of this, and we were aiming to go between kind of 30 and 40 kilos, just nailing those positions. You don't have to go super heavy with exercises like this to see the benefits. The main thing is hitting the right positions, making sure we are working the right areas of the body to improve that mobility and improve that strength. Then we went on to easily my biggest weakness. We've got strict handstand push-ups, and that's something we're really trying to focus on and nail. What we're trying to do was get between 2 and 3 reps, rest for about 30 seconds, and then go into the wall facing variation. The program said 5 reps. However, my shoulders and arms did not agree, and we were only getting 2 reps each time. Probably an accumulation of the snatch work. We take it, we still got some good reps in, and it's one of those things that is easily my biggest weakness. So it's just something that we're going to have to continue working on, continue to develop, and it will get better. It's just going to take more time and more exposure, because again, I've been neglecting these for the last 9 months. Not that they were ever a super strength, but they have definitely been in a better position than this. After this, then we were ready to get humbled.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
And this was the Marbella qualifier, or a version of it. We had a 600 meter row. Oh, how many toes-to-bar was it? It was 60 toes-to-bar and then 40 dumbbell box step overs. Now, I naively thought this was going to go okay. However, my toes to bar capacity has fallen through the floor. So very quickly, this became apparent that I was not going to be getting the time that I wanted, or as it turns out, was I even going to finish the workout? I managed to get 22 box step ups into this. My grip was absolutely fried. And to be honest, I'm recording this 3 days later and my abs are still sore from those toes to bars. So yeah, there's definitely a little bit of work that needs to be done on this. And to be honest, it was probably good for my ego that I took a little bit of an L and was fully humbled. Now we understand exactly where I'm at with my capacity at the moment. Well, shit. That is me well and truly humbled. This time last year I did Madrid qualifiers. I didn't quite qualify, but I managed to do all the workouts and complete them. Managed to get 22 box step overs into that, and that was it. So turns out I've got a lot of work to do. So you can look at that as a good thing or a bad thing. It just shows I've had quite the fall off in the last year, so we've got a lot of work to do, but you've got to start from somewhere. So it's shit, but it can only get better. The lifting went well. Handstand push-ups, again, could have gone better, but that is easily my biggest weakness, so don't look too much into that. But like I say, the only way we can go is up, so we just got to get back into the routine, which we are, and the numbers will start to stack up. And then the next time I try that workout, I have no doubt I'll be able to finish it, because everything will be in a much better place and my capacity will be much higher. So only way is up. But good to be back, good to be vlogging again, and hopefully I won't leave you 3, 4, 5, 6 months between videos this time. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I want to get to 1,000. That would be an awesome achievement. And other than that, have an awesome day wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one.